Hey guys, it's Billy and welcome back to Sesh. Today we are talking about Ethan Klein because he has come out to address all the haters who have been calling him out this week for his hot takes on that viral Oscar moment. And yes, I know, this topic is so, oh my gosh. But obviously Ethan has been getting called out a lot, and not just for this topic, but for having bold opinions and expressing those opinions and sometimes not listening to other people like the crew and giving them a chance to talk. And that's also been a big conversation. So we are going to get into how Ethan addressed all the people that have been calling him out, and also Hila chimes in on this. He made a video on his Ethan Klein channel titled, "I Got Canceled on Twitter, Will Smith and Chris Rock." And in this, he says he wanted to address the fact that people were calling him out for the H3 podcast episode that they did on the subject, and on Twitter for the things that he was tweeting out.
You know, I came here basically just to talk a little bit about the Will Smith, Chris Rock situation. We did a whole podcast about it, but I wanted to supplement the conversation a little bit after being called a racist pig on Twitter about 20,000 or more like 200,000 times probably.
Ethan very passionately talked about this on the H3 episode and was very, very worked up over it. And he is standing by his opinion, but there are things that he needed to clear up. So he explains that after recent events of him making jokes about Jeff Wittick and that upsetting Jeff's friend, and Jeff's friend coming to Ethan's home and feeling like his family was in danger over a joke, he is so passionate about the topic, and also because he has a lot of friends who are comedians.
As somebody who just recently had someone come to my house and threaten violence on me for a really dumb, tame joke. As someone who's friends with a lot of comedians who now more than ever, people feel emboldened to go attack comedians on stage. It just seems that even with all that context, which is important, right, and interesting to know, it just doesn't justify what happened.
Ethan expresses how he thinks that it is insane people are excusing the slap, and he just cannot understand how, even given the context of all of it, people are still excusing it.
I'm sorry, guys, but just enabling violence in this way is insane. It really is.
People online had been making fun of Ethan, saying, "Oh, if something happened to your wife or someone tried to hurt your family, I'd like to see what you would do in that situation." And Ethan wanted to say that him saying that he doesn't stand by the slap does not mean that he is anti-violence in every situation.
I'm against fighting and becoming physical over comments, dude. If he came out and was like, "Wow, this lady has alopecia, man," it's, if he went on and on, I get it to a degree, but he didn't go there. There are lines. He didn't go anywhere near crossing it.
He says that he would do anything to protect his family. And I mean, he goes into great detail in this video on how he would protect his family and things that he has in his house that could protect his family. And then if anybody would like to try and see how he would go and protect his family, they could try him like that. But that he felt in this particular situation, he can't stand by the violence that was shown on television that night. In terms of Ethan getting called out for not giving other people room to voice their opinions and not really listening to the people that were calling in to the podcast episode that they posted on H3 about this situation, he says that he is a work in progress and he is working on these things and he is aware of his many flaws and did apologize for this in particular.
I know I have to work on listening better. Okay, that's something I know and I'm working, and I've been working on. I got a little worked up. There's a lot for me there's lots of room for improvement. And in the words of Will Smith, I am a work in progress. And hey, I didn't even punch anybody. Okay. So that's not bad. I didn't attack anyone.
Hila even took a minute to address the hate that she was getting for expressing her opinions on the subject, specifically when she quote tweeted someone who said this to Ethan: "He defended his wife, something I know you aren't familiar with." And Hila said, "My husband should punch people for me if he really loves me, right? So I can feel safe and secure. And I should go back in the kitchen while he goes to work to provide for me, right? Hell yeah, good day for us women." Hila says this particularly upset her and she wanted to respond because she wouldn't ever want Ethan to defend her in this way, but she did say that she regretted saying anything and getting involved with this on Twitter.
Quote tweet of your tweet that got blown up and was saying something that you wouldn't get it because you never protect your wife or something. When I saw that, I felt the need to respond to it, and I responded, and then I get people saying like, look at this white woman feeling the need to insert herself into the conversation. It's like, oh Jesus, I shouldn't have said anything. Problem was seeing all these people telling you how you're supposed to protect me, and like, if you had done something like that would have been such a red flag for me.
Ethan then gets really worked up over the fact that people were telling him he wasn't allowed to have an opinion on the situation, and he wanted to let people know that he was going to have an opinion on the situation and he was going to voice that opinion, he was going to talk about it, and that nobody can tell him that he is not allowed to talk about something.
Like, nobody is allowed to have an opinion about anything. But it's insane logic. A man hit another man for a mild joke. Okay, I don't like it. You know, I'm not afraid of talking about serious topics. And it seems like a lot of these people just don't want me to talk about it. I'm not afraid of thinking about it. I'm not afraid of talking about it. I'm not afraid of being called a racist either. You can say whatever you want about me. It's all been said about me, and it'll all be said about me 1,000 times more. I'm never going to stop talking about things that I think are important. Definitely always listen to feedback and criticism and take where I can with what I can't. But this whole notion of like, I'm not allowed to have an opinion about that. Well, you can shove that right up your ass, okay?
He then continues to say that haters will not be stopping him and that he is going to continue on his journey of learning and just doing him, while also voicing his opinions, whether something is controversial or not. He's not afraid to talk about things. There are a lot of people that are afraid to give their opinions or talk about a certain situation because they feel like they're going to be seen in a certain light or they're going to be called out. And he was saying that he is not afraid of any of that. He is going to say how he feels, and if he is going to be corrected, then he's going to be corrected and he's going to learn. But in this particular situation, he is standing firm on how he feels, and he is not standing for the way that people are painting him out to be, the people that are calling him a racist.
My views, I'm staying the course. I'm educating myself. I'm growing. I'm learning. I'm not going to shy away from difficult conversations or expressing myself. You're not going to change me. That's it. You know, change is good, and I'm going to keep changing. I'm going to keep learning, and I'm going to ignore the bull and the haters and all the hyperbole like I've always done. But I just want to make this video as a very special and specific you to all you hater ass.
He did want to further get into a little bit more about people calling him a racist and those comments that have been thrown out at him, and this is what he said about it.
I know I'm not racist. I know I have prejudices, right? I'm working on it. I have prejudices. I think most people have prejudices that I'm aware of and working on and stuff like that. You know, I'm not racist. I don't think so. You know, I can even admit that, you know, at times I think and do racist things, but only because I'm ignorant and it's something I'm working on. It's not like I'm okay being racist, right?
And he ended the video by making sure everybody knew where he stood in this particular situation by saying, well, he said this.
And once again, I want to reiterate, buddy defending the Smith family. Y'all on the wrong side. Peace.
So as you guys can see, Ethan is extremely passionate about where his opinions lie in this situation. So much so that he said that, which I think no matter where you stand in this situation or how you feel about Ethan, or if you agree with Ethan or if you don't agree with Ethan, you probably shouldn't have said that, because I just feel like that stirs the pot even more for him. But I definitely want to know what you guys think. I think that the comment section on my last video where I talked about what went down in that H3 podcast episode, there were people that agreed with Ethan. There were people that didn't agree with Ethan. Honestly, the situation is a very mixed opinion. Anytime I go online, I feel like everybody has an opinion of their own and different reasons to go with that. So I definitely want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.